Hey, how's it going? It's me here. So, this first one, huh? Yeah. I know it's pretty short for an episode, but I got to get some stuff out of the way. Okay. Oh my god. Ellie, why do you insist on risking your life? You could have stayed in that world. You would have become a legend. What about Max? You always act like he's gonna save you. So yeah, he does. Like I don't try to take care of him every single day. Why did you wake him up? Because I had to tell him. He deserved to know. Oh my gosh, you're such a pain in the butt. Just shut up and let's go. Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Today we're going to talk about a few things. Number 1, we're going to talk about how to create suspense. We're going to talk about creating characters with character arcs. If you guys want to hear more about any of these things, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, let's talk about it. Okay, so this first one, huh? Yeah, I know it's pretty short for an episode, but I got to get some stuff out of the way. Alright, first of all, the title. The title is important because it lets us know what type of adventure we gonna be going on. See the word play? Yeah, it's really clever. I know, right? The word play on the word gate. There's a lot of different meanings for the word gate, and it sets us up for the twist at the end, where there's actually two gates. A gate can be a fence that closes and opens, but it can also mean a threshold or an entrance, which is what the children enter when they enter the storm world. It's all right. Now, in the first scene, we learn about the story of the stone gate. The cliffs look steep and dangerous. The sea is restless. In the second scene, we learn about the origin of the stone gate. In the third scene, we learn that the whisper is calling Ellie's name. This is an example of foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is when the author gives you clues about what's gonna happen later on in the story. Now, foreshadowing is important because it creates suspense. Suspense is when the author leaves us wondering what's gonna happen next. It makes us want to keep reading the story. It's all right? In the fourth scene, Ellie convinces Max to go to the cliffs and see the stone gate. This is a turning point in the story called the inciting incident. The inciting incident is when the main problem of the story is introduced. Here, the inciting incident is that Ellie wants to find out who or what is making those sounds. Also, notice how Ellie is acting very brave, but she's a little scared. Look at her hands. Max, on the other hand, is very smart and cautious. He doesn't want to do anything rash. Notice how he's telling Ellie that they might get into trouble, but he's also listening to her. These are examples of character traits. Character traits are things that describe a character. Usually we use appearance and dialogue to reveal a character's traits. Now, both of these characters have strengths and weaknesses. For example, Ellie is brave, but she can also be reckless and stubborn. Max is smart and cautious, but he can also be scared and indecisive. These traits will help them solve the conflict in the story. All right. In the fifth scene, we meet the main antagonist. The main antagonist is the main source of conflict in the story. The kids reach the stone gate, and they find out that it's opening, and it's releasing a magical being, called the Gatekeeper. Every good story needs a good conflict. Conflict is when the protagonist faces problems or challenges. In this case, the conflict is that the Gatekeeper wants to go home, and he wants the kids to help him fix his broken anchor stone. This raises the stakes. Stakes are what the characters stand to lose. If the gatekeeper is not able to return home, his realm will start to fade away, and he will be stuck forever in the world of men. Now, the reader will care about the outcome of the story, because he wants the gatekeeper to go home. All right. In the 6th scene, the kids enter the storm world. As soon as they cross over the threshold, they leave the known world and enter into the unknown. This is a plot device called a threshold crossing. This is when the protagonist enters into an unknown world. The unknown world is called the special world. The special world is where most of the action takes place. So far, the story has been building and building. Now the plot is going to start developing and developing. The plot is the sequence of events in the story. In the 7th scene, Ellie and Max encounter a stormling. Stormlings are magical beings from the storm world. Stormlings are tricky. They like to mess with people and they often cause trouble. At this point in the story, the conflict seems hopeless. This is called a low point. A low point is when the protagonist hits rock bottom. Usually, the low point happens before the climax. Now, at the low point, the reader will feel like giving up on the story. The author's job is to make the reader care about the characters, so, at the low point, the author will make us sympathize with the characters. We'll root for them. We'll want them to succeed. It's all right. In the 8th scene, the kids need to repair the anchor stone. The only way to repair the anchor stone is with the magic of the storm. The gatekeeper says that in order for him to repair the anchor stone, one of the kids will have to stay in the storm world. Now, this raises the stakes. What do you think? What are the stakes? Well, the stakes are that Ellie and Max might never get to see each other again. This is an example of a moral dilemma. Moral dilemmas force the character to make a choice between two difficult things. All right. In the 9th scene, the stormlings attack. The stormlings are getting more powerful. They're starting to attack Ellie and Max. The kids escape from the stormlings by diving into the anchor stone. When they dive into the anchor stone, they disappear. This is called a plot twist. A plot twist is when something unexpected happens. The reader will not see this coming, so it'll surprise them. All right? In the 10th scene, the kids wake up in the morning. The kids have returned to the real world. They wake up and they see Grandpa Joe. He's smiling. He knew that they would come back. He knew they would save the day. This is an example of a deus ex machina. A deus ex machina is a plot device when an apparent problem in a story is suddenly and unexpectedly solved by some kind of intervention from an outside force. What is the resolution? The resolution is when the conflict is solved. In this case, the conflict is resolved when the kids manage to repair the anchor stone and close the gate. This is a happy ending because the kids get to live happily ever after. All right, so that's everything I wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Until next time, remember, you matter. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and share this video with your friends. I'll catch you guys later. Bye!